Hey guys, Vedant here, and I just want to apologize for not many videos over the summer, but I mean, come on, it's summer. I was really out in and out with my friends and my family. I traveled a lot over the summer, so I do apologize. So, over the summer, Marvel and Sony officially announced that Tom Holland will be the new Spider-Man for the Spider-Man reboot, and he will be making his first appearance in Captain America Civil War. And you know what, guys? I'm a little bit disappointed here. I'm not saying that Tom Holland is necessarily a bad actor, but I do think that they should have brought back Tobey Maguire. I think it would have worked a lot better in Civil War if Tobey Maguire came back instead of this new, fresh actor. Here are 3 good reasons why Tobey Maguire should have come back as Spider-Man. Number 1, it will be more faithful to Civil War. In Civil War, Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, is supposed to be older, and they call this Professor. They're planning on making Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man a 15 to 16-year-old, which really does steal from this, because he's supposed to be a college professor who has supposedly retired as Spider-Man. I think the fact that Tobey Maguire hasn't been Spider-Man for at least 8 years now, I think it would make a lot more sense if he came back as an older and more mature Spider-Man. And think about it, Tobey Maguire unmasking himself. Just think of how crazy the audience will get when they see Tobey Maguire is back in action. Number 2, no need for an origin story. If Tobey Maguire comes back as Spider-Man, then the fans will already be familiar with him. I mean, this is a fresh new Spider-Man that the audiences have no idea about, so I think that if they're gonna have to do this, they have to skip the origin story, thank God. Where if I see another origin story, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, this film is supposed to be focusing on Captain America and Iron Man's struggle. And if you bring in a new Spider-Man, then you might have to focus some of that time dedicated to Captain America and Iron Man to focus on this new Peter Parker that the audiences have never seen before because of his origin story. I just think that Tobey Maguire's version should be better because the audience will be more familiar with him. Therefore, you don't have to spend so much time in the movie setting up the origin story for Tom Holland's Peter Parker. And I do know that he's getting a solo film, but I just don't think that you can do the origin story later and Captain America first. Number 3 is that it really does tie in what happened after Spider-Man 3. I mean, like, Spider-Man 3 did kind of end on a cliffhanger. Like, we don't exactly know if Spider-Man and MJ got married or not. I hope they did. And if they had kids or not, and whatever happened with Harry Osborn, I mean, like, I know he died. But I really do think that the audience is curious as to what happened with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man version after Spider-Man 3, and after Spider-Man 4 got cancelled so abruptly because of Sony not agreeing to give Sam Raimi the materials that he needed to make Spider-Man 4. I think it'll be cool and interesting to see what happened to Tobey Maguire's character of Spider-Man after all these 8 years. Look, I know that Tobey Maguire is not coming back as Spider-Man in Civil War, but I just wish that he came back because of these 3 main reasons. I think it would serve a greater purpose and a homage to my generation that grew up with Tobey Maguire. It's been almost 13 years and already we're going to 3 Spider-Man. So guys, these are 3 reasons why I think that Tobey Maguire should have come back as Spider-Man and not Tom Holland. Cheers for watching, and let me know what you think. Do you wish that Tobey Maguire would have come back, or are you still rooting for Andrew Garfield because he's just so hot? Or if you're actually considering giving Tom Holland a chance, because although I'm sick of all these Spider-Man reboots over and over again, I'm still gonna give Tom Holland a chance, and hey, I don't know, he might actually turn out better than Tobey Maguire, but hey, I don't know.